Hi everyone. I was remembering that Elena Kagan, who was appointed to the Supreme Court in 2010, is a pro-Sharia law uh, person. So she's the third Jew on the Supreme Court, but she's pro-Sharia. And I just can't quite figure this out. So at the time, there was some brouhaha about her stance with Sharia law. But don't you find this strange that she's Jewish and she is supportive of Sharia law? And, you know, Sharia law is, what do they say? In Sharia law, they throw homosexuals over the cliff. So I can't really figure out, I'm having some cognitive dissonance with her views and what she supports, and with all the movement and freedom of homosexuality, and then with the the Muslims, Islam, and Sharia law, and she's Jewish. So I can't quite figure that out. But here's a little bit about her. This is from the Occidental Observer. I don't know their slant. White identity, interests, and culture. Anyway, there's some information about her. And it says, talks about her being Jewish in a majority Protestant country without a Protestant on the high court. Okay, so he says, this was in September 2nd, 2012, it is not just that she was generally lacking in qualifications for the appointment and for pretty much every other job she's ever gotten. Okay, well, Jewish privilege, I don't know. I haven't looked into it that much, and you know it takes a lot of reading to figure out what you want to decide to believe. But here, this is from LiveLeak, and this was written in, let me see down here, November 3rd, 2013, and here she is. But don't you find this strange that she is Jewish, but she supports Sharia law? Well, in this document here, you will find that she has been supported, her studies, her career has been supported by Arab money. And okay, I'll just go to some little snippets here. One, pro-Sharia mission. She was also dean of Harvard Law School for a while. So with Kagan's direction, Harvard Islamic Legal Studies program developed a mission statement dedicated to promote deep appreciation of Islamic law as one of the world's major legal systems. That mission statement guided her actions and those whom she directed as dean. So, it started to creep in. Okay, here. 2. Pro-Sharia money. When Saudi Prince Alawid bin Talal offered $10 million to New York City's Rudy Giuliani on October 11, 2001, Giuliani refused to accept it because the prince insisted that U.S. policies in the Middle East were responsible for the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Giuliani stated, "There is no moral equivalent for this act." But when Saudi Prince Alawid bin Talal offered 20 million to the Islamic Legal Studies program in December 2005, Kagan accepted it. After all, the Saudi royal family had funded the program since its inception to establish the moral and legal equivalency between Sharia law and U.S. constitutional law. As presidential candidate Newt Gingrich has noted, Harvard Law School currently has 3 chairs endowed by Saudi Arabia, including one dedicated to the study of Islamic Sharia law. Okay, well, there's a lot of information in here that I read before, and I'm not sure that I'm going to find it again right now, but anyway, you can see what's happening, right? In 2001, Giuliani made a decision not to accept Talal's blood money, but in 2005, Kagan made a decision not just to accept it, but to implement Talal's policies at Harvard. Okay, so she's very influential. Kagan is the main reason why the Supreme Court ruled against the 911 families in a suit filed by thousands of 911 family members that traced funding for the 19 hijackers to certain Saudi royals, along with banks, corporations, and Islamic charities. Okay, so I don't know. So Kagan actively solicited Saudi financing to promote Sharia law in the U.S. And she actively protected Saudi financial backers for terrorism against the U.S. as being immune from claims by 911 families. All right, number 3, promoting the Muslim Brotherhood and Sharia constitutions. Okay, more details here. On September 16th, 2008, okay, so this has been going on for a while, and then she was appointed to the Supreme Court in 2010. So this whole beheading movement is gaining traction. All right, in 2008, Kagan wholeheartedly endorsed Feldman's promotion of the Muslim Brotherhood on by honoring and Sharia law by honoring him with the endowed Bemis Chair in International Law. Feldman, so he's not Arab or Muslim. He's Jewish too, but they're supporting Sharia law. Feldman's speech on receiving the award was revealing. He advocated for an international outward interpretation of the Constitution that could require the U.S. to confer rights on citizens of other nations and allow for an experimental constitution. So none of us really know what's going on or follow it because we're too busy and too distracted with our own lives to really jump into this. And we're not lawyers. And if we are lawyers, then we're too busy with working. So look at this. All right, Allah is, okay, they're in on this. Allah is our objective, the Prophet is our leader, Quran is our law, Jihad is our way, dying in the way of Allah is our highest hope. So Kagan and Feldman support this. Don't you find this shocking? Okay, just go down here a little bit more. Promoting Sharia in constitutions worldwide. There's got to be something interesting in there. Oh, let's look at this last sentence. As much as any single individual, he was responsible for the legal drafting of the constitutionalization of Sharia in previously secular Muslim majority nations in the 20th century, in concert with the political pressure for Sharia by the Muslim Brotherhood and the financial pressure for Sharia by the Saudi royal family. And you know they're influential in the U.S., and if you look up on Google leaders in Washington who belong to the Muslim Brotherhood, you get a lot of information and names. So Arab Civil Code, the goal, okay, Al-Sanhuri. The goal towards which I am striving is that there will be an Arab civil code derived primarily from the Islamic Sharia. Alright, Kagan presided over 4 of the Al-Sanhuri lectures before her departure to become Obama's Solicitor General. So can you see her influence? Alright, now you can go, I put the link to this, you can go read the whole thing, it doesn't take too long, but let's just read this last bit right here. Given the fact that Elena Kagan is only 50 years old, she could easily serve on the Supreme Court until she's 80 or beyond. You know, her appointment is for life. Coupled with Obama's Muslim upbringing, his anemic support for Israel, his lack of desire to secure the southern border, the ramrodding of Obamacare against the people's will, joining an international lawsuit against the state of Arizona, his allegiance to Saudi oil magnates, his support of the UN's Small Arms Treaty, his co-sponsoring of a UN bill with Egypt to restrict free speech, the recent corrupt Operation Fast and Furious, the appointment of his personal minions, and rash executive orders to circumvent the Constitution, and his latest gaffe, resuming talks with the Muslim Brotherhood and the Taliban terrorist organization. Is it even a question that the appointed one, the Sharia to America, is laying the groundwork for gradual socialist reform and a syncretism of the Constitution of the United States with the Constitution of Sharia law? I rest my case. I rest my case. Until next time, wake up, America. So that's written by Kevin Lehman on November 3rd, 2013. So what's going on? What is going on? So you can just type in something like this. Elena Kagan is pro-Sharia law. Supreme Court Justice Elena Kagan is pro-Sharia law. And here she is. And I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know why a Jewish person would be pushing Sharia law and being sympathetic to Islamic law. I don't get it. Okay, well, anyway, you know, they behead people, but so do the Jews want to, well, they believe they must behead people if they break their Noahide laws, the 7 laws of Noah. Gotta look these up if you don't know about them, because the punishment for believing in Jesus Christ, which is considered idolatry in the Noahide laws, is decapitation also. So, you know, they have all the guillotines in America, supposedly. Has this been confirmed? But I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, it seems to be advancing, this whole beheading for what you believe, or what you don't believe, or what you won't bow down to. So look, Noahide laws, Christians executed, Jews behead Christians. This is all about the Noahide laws. Noahide laws and homosexuality. So people should look that up. Maybe they're getting people to come out about it, so when they get everything in place, they can go, okay, put your head on this chopping block here. Well, God bless everyone. Don't take the mark, and wake up like people are saying. Let's see if we get to see some. Okay, here are the Noahide laws. Believe in God. Do not worship idols. And Jesus Christ as a man, especially people have statues or crosses or whatever, absolutely this is considered an idol. They don't understand it. They hate Jesus. If you go on Israeli TV, on YouTube, they totally mock Jesus. All right, here is Father Bush signing in and approving the Noahide laws by the Lubavitch group. Yep, they're the ones. They hate Jesus. Well, be strong and courageous and know what these people are up to, because it's not a joke. Oh look, click here to watch the movie for this article. You can watch lots of movies. I've made some videos also when I didn't really know anything about Noahide laws, and I just discovered them. I didn't even know how to say it, but it is pronounced Noahide. Okay, God bless everyone. Until the end, don't be afraid to die, because whoever tries to save his life will lose it, but if you lose it for Jesus' sake, you will have life eternal. God bless everybody. Bye for now.